Gambling isn't just about luck. It's about mind games, manipulation, and surviving when the odds are stacked against you. And in episode 9 of Kaiji, Ultimate Survivor, Resurrection, we see one of the most intense psychological turnarounds in anime history. Just when Kaiji is drowning in despair, he makes a comeback so insane, so nerve-wracking, that it cements his status as one of the greatest gamblers in anime. Let's break it all down moment by moment, play by play. When we last left Kaiji, he had suffered a soul-crushing defeat. His savings?
Gone.
His trust?
Shattered.
His hope? Hanging by a thread. The game of restricted rock, paper, scissors had pushed him to the brink, and now, with nothing left to wager, he's been cast into the underground depths of financial hell. The episode opens with pure despair. Kaiji is physically and mentally drained, his internal monologue spiraling into self-loathing. The dark lighting, heavy shadows, and suffocating silence reflect his psychological torment. He knows he has no way out, and the reality of his debt is crashing down on him like a tidal wave. Every breath, every movement screams defeat. And just when it looks like he's given up, a spark ignites. Kaiji suddenly realizes something critical. He's not alone. The room is filled with other desperate, defeated players who, like him, have lost everything. And that's when it clicks. If we're all in this together, why not work together? Up until now, the game has been a free-for-all, every man for himself. But Kaiji, in a stroke of genius, proposes something that no one else had dared to consider: forming an alliance. At first, his fellow gamblers laugh at the idea. Why would anyone trust each other in a place like this? But Kaiji, through sheer force of will, convinces them. Alone, they're weak. Together, they have a chance. The system wants them to destroy each other, but if they fight back, they might actually escape. All they need is a way to turn their individual failures into a collective victory. And so, Kaiji's resurrection plan is born. Now, here's where things get brilliant. Kaiji realizes that the game isn't just about cards or money. It's about manipulation. The organizers, the loan sharks, the higher-ups, they thrive on dividing and conquering. But Kaiji? He turns their system against them. He begins gathering intel. Who has what cards? Who's too broken to think straight? Who still has just enough hope to take one last risk? He starts planting seeds of doubt. He makes his opponents question their own decisions, second-guess their strategies, and before they realize it, they're playing into his hands. He turns enemies into allies. Slowly but surely, players start believing in his leadership. They trust him, and together, they reshape the game itself. And then, we reach the turning point. With his last remaining resources, Kaiji bets it all on a single, nerve-wracking move. The camera zooms in, time slows down, and we see every drop of sweat, every heartbeat, every flicker of doubt in his eyes. This is it. His resurrection. If he wins, he defies fate itself. If he loses, he's finished. The tension is unbearable. The silence is deafening. The other players hold their breath. And then,
Victory.
Kaiji's gamble pays off. He doesn't just win, he completely flips the script. His confidence is back. His allies trust him. The power structure has shifted. For the first time, Kaiji isn't just another desperate player. He's a real threat. But this is only the beginning. His fight for survival is far from over. Episode 9, Resurrection, perfectly showcases what makes Kaiji such an intense, unpredictable, and unforgettable anime. The stakes feel real, the psychological battles are brilliant, and the way Kaiji pulls himself out of despair is nothing short of legendary. If you're looking for an anime that delivers high-stakes mind games, gut-wrenching tension, and genius strategies, Kaiji is a must-watch.